Mary knew her fear was true, but she was scared of removing the baby. It might be the only child I am entitled to, she thought within herself. I will make sure Kevin never knows anything about this pregnancy until I pull to bed, because it will be so hard for him to believe. I will hide the test results in my bag. I know he will never find out except I tell him. Just then, Kevin returned home and she said to him, "Oh, sweetheart, you are back." She collected his briefcase without looking at him twice. "Yes. How was work today? Hope Timothy and Lena didn't give you headache." Kevin likes whenever Mary tells him about Timothy and Lena, but she hardly cares about them. Everyone in the office knew all wasn't well with Mary. "Oh, those two? They are trying and acting matured now," she replied. "Well, I can't wait for him to propose so we can go for another wedding party," Kevin said. "What of dinner?" he asked. And that was when Mary realized she hasn't cooked. "Sweetheart, I've been working all day. It has not been long I came back," she lied. She came back around 5 p.m. and it was already 8 o'clock p.m. "I don't support that. Why will you work to this late hours?" Kevin asked. "Don't worry. I have many unfinished works. That was why I spent time at the office. But I'm through with the work. I promise never to stay late again," Mary pleaded, knowing too well that he might tell her to stop working because money was never their problem. "Okay, I am saying this because of your health. I don't want you to stress yourself in any way at all," Kevin said. "That's why I love you so much, my husband. Should I go and make dinner now?" "No, don't worry. I will do that myself," he said, and Mary smiled. 2 months on, Anita had been ill for some days. The illness was this funny kind, and trust African mothers. She suspected immediately that it was pregnancy, even without her conducting pregnancy tests. "Mom, what do you mean by that? It might be fever," Anita said. "I didn't say it's not fever, but I'm only suspecting you to be pregnant." "But why will you suspect?" "Because whenever I'm pregnant, that's how I always fall sick in the morning and the evening, while at afternoon I move freely. And that's how you have been acting," her mother said. "Mom, please don't say that, because I'm scared of that. Dad will bury me alive if it happens." Her mother was surprised at what her daughter said. For her to confirm her fears, she asked, "Have you been having sex with someone?" Anita eyed her brows and stood like someone scared of speaking. "Will you answer me? And by the way, when last did you see your period?" "I can't recall," she answered shakingly. "You can't recall, Kay?" her mother said and placed her hands on her waist. "You won't kill me, because I didn't kill my mother. To think that I was thinking that you are a good girl. You now happen to be the worst by choosing to bring shame to me." Her dad, who was somewhere eavesdropping, bounced out from his hiding place. "Who the hell is he?" he asked angrily. Dad, his house is a bit far from here," Anita said, already crying. He drew her hands and said to her, "Let's go there, because you must not live with me double." Anita took her father to Donna's house, only to meet Martins. Martins has been lying and collecting money from Donald, who gets his money from his aunt. Now, that was his first time of seeing Anita. "Is he the boy?" Anita's father asked angrily. "No, Dad. Please, where is Donald?" she asked Martins. "Donald? I don't know anybody called Donald. I live here alone," he said. "Young man, as you can see, we are not here to joke. Where the hell is Donald?" her father asked angrily. "I don't know him. I packed in here a few months ago. Maybe you should ask the security man Martin said. You must be joking. Donald owns this house. Will you shut up your dirty mouth? You are a disgrace to me, her father scolded. He drew her to the security man. Where is Donald? He barked at him. I don't know who be Donald for here, oh, the security man said. Martins employed him, so he knew nothing about Donald. So you chose the house of your choice to lie. You don't even know the person responsible for your pregnancy, right? You were backing out of my house. He walked out of the house angrily and Anita ran after him crying. When they got home, he packed her clothes and shoes. He threw them out. His wife tried to plead, but he quarreled and blamed her for not being able to take good care of his daughters. The other day, it was Annabella and David. Now, the worst has happened because you can't take care of just two girls, he quarreled. Please, dear, don't send our daughter away, she pleaded and accepted the blames, though she was innocent. I have disowned her, and if you like to join her, then you can get your things as fast as you can. I am perfectly active to get another wife, he said, jumping and beating his chest to show how strong he was. Anita's mother went to her and then asked her, don't you have his phone number? Mom, I broke the sim because of him. What? Do you know any of his friends? She asked. No, Mom, I don't. Here, there is fire on the mountain, oh. Anita then remembered she once called her sister using his phone. So she kept her bags with a friend called Alicia and headed to her sister's house. Luckily for her, she met Bella at home. She was already tired of crying. Her nose were filled and her eyes were reddish already. As if Bella knew she wasn't okay, she yelled when she saw her. What happened? Anita busted into another version of uncontrollable tears. She calmed her down and demanded for explanation. I am in trouble, Anita said, still crying. What happened to you? And stop crying. Big sister is here for you, she cheered. I don't think you can solve this. But nevertheless, I believe I can get something from you. My sister Bella, did you save the number I used in calling you the day you had issues with your husband? I wanted to even ask you how you knew the person. Anita was shocked, but she summoned the courage to speak. You know him too? Not really, Bella answered, arching her brows. Anita suspected something, but what it was, she couldn't tell. Tell me, what do you know about him? Because he doesn't know you, she said. He is a poor brat that has something to do with Flora. You know that girl likes helping people, so I don't know their connections. But I collected his phone number when we were at the hospital waiting for her, Bella said. You were really confusing me. Donald is sticky rich and you just called him a poor brat? What were you even doing with him? She asked angrily. Though Anita was still confused why she was angry, but she couldn't ask. He was my boyfriend, Anita said. Thank God you said he was and not he is, because you can never be the girlfriend of that poor dangerous human, Bella said. Stop all this. I am pregnant for him and Dad has sent me away, Anita blunted out. You say waiting? You lie, Bella said. Anita was wondering why she said it was a lie. I am serious. I am pregnant for him. Well, I'm not upset that you have started having sex with Donald. But the truth is that he's not responsible for it. Maybe some other guy you slept with is responsible, she said. I am serious. He's the only one I know. And we did it just once, Anita said. My dear, I will still call you a liar till tomorrow because donut doesn't pour inside a lady no matter how you drug him. That guy is so smart in that aspect. So don't tell me the story that touches the heart, Bella said. What? So you have been sleeping with him? Anita asked. If you mention rubbish like that again, I will slap you and send you out of my house, you shameless fool. How will I be sleeping with him when I'm married? But how do you know about his ex-life if you haven't done several practicals together? Anita resorted. Bella slapped her hard. One more word from you, I will send you out of my house. I will give him a call now so that you will hear it yourself, she said. Donald was in the living room seeing a movie. He had gotten all he wanted as proof against David because he couldn't just accuse him. He stole one of the guy's paper where they signed to work with David. He went on the operation with them. He has been living with the guys for months. He was so happy because all his plans had been achieved and he was ready to leave in the morning. His phone rang and he checked the caller's ID. It was Martin's. He prayed within himself that he had a good news about Anita. Hey, cool guy, what's up? He greeted. I'm okay, and how's everything going? Cool as well. Just that your stupid girlfriend came here with her father, claiming that you impregnated her. You needed to see how I denied her because I know you were too sharp in that aspect, he said. What? What do you mean that I'm too sharp? Donald asked angrily. Of course I know you don't pour in ladies, so I believe she was trying to set you up. Please, I hate rubbish. Anita is carrying my baby, though I didn't expect her to be pregnant, but I'm responsible, Donald said. You be mumu guy, yo. What has she done to you? Abi she give you peace drink? I am begging you. I love that girl. In short, don't worry, I'm coming tomorrow. I might have cost her a lot. Eh? So you want to show up tomorrow? Martins asked. No. Yesterday, Donald answered sarcastically. They were still speaking when he got a call from Bella. He heard Martin's call and picked her own because he knew she might have something to tell him about Anita. What have you done to Anita? She asked. Donald wanted to speak when Michael came into the house and coughed, accompanied by the police. Do not move, they said to him. I am Inspector Shegun from. One of the policemen was speaking when the other one interrupted. No need for introduction. He is also a criminal and is under arrest, he said, moving to his side with handcuff. Donald was handcuffed with the rest of the guys and taken away. You set me up, I must say. You knew you and Donald were having something together. Then why did you add me into the picture? Anita said to Bella, crying. Bella slapped her and she reciprocated with a resounding one. Bella found it hard to believe she slapped her back. Anita, you slapped me? Me, your elder sister? You have done enough. Now leave my house, she said, pointing at the door. I will leave. But if I get to know you have a hand in this, I will never forgive you in my life, she said before leaving. Anita, will you come back here? Bella shouted, but she left. Her heart began to pound at the mention of never forgive because she loved Anita and never prayed for them to become enemies. She dialed Donald's number again, but he refused to pick. Then she tested him. Lena was writing when Timothy walked into the office. Hi, love. He sat down without Lena telling him to sit. They were moving cool, so she doesn't feel bad at anything he does. We need to discuss about something, he said in a serious tone, and Lena blushed. Ever since they began to flow, she discovered she loved him so well. People might compliment her dressing, but Timothy's compliment was the one she always looked up to. Lena, I want you to know my family members and I want them to know you also, he said. Oh, this is the best thing I've heard today. I just want his parents to love me just the way he loves me, especially his mother. I remember his sister, the one I mistook for his girlfriend, and how I've insulted her. I know she might be angry with me, but I will apologize, Lena thought within herself. Wow, I will love that too, she said to him. Thank you so much, Lena. But before then, I would like to introduce you to my best friend, Aki. He has been my childhood friend, but we separated at secondary school. I left for Uniben while I knew nothing about him. Later, I got to know he was at Turkey when I came back from school. He wants to see me now because he said he's in town. So I would like you to get ready in the evening so that we can go see him. Lena frowned. Aki was the last person she would love to see. She doesn't want to decline Timothy's request. She knew there was no any other Aki from Turkey whose parents lived here other than her ex. Why are you frowning your face? You don't want to see my friend? He asked. Not really. I would love to see your friend. What time are we going? Lena asked. By 7 o'clock p.m. Lena wasn't good at lying, but she tried hard to lie. Oh no, I have a program to attend in church exactly 7 o'clock. Okay, let's make it tomorrow then, he said. If you say so, then there is no problem, Lena replied. All right, take good care of yourself, he said and pecked her forehead before leaving. Mary came in shortly after he left. My beautiful miss, she said. Madam Mary, what's happening to you? She looked at herself in the mirror and opened her arms wide like someone who was searching for something but found nothing. I don't get you. What did you see? She asked. I mean, those days that you look somehow because you really needed a man. Now look at you. You look really fresh. Mary chuckled. Come on, stop embarrassing me. If Kevin was here, he would be blushing saying it's his handiwork. Of course, he's really working on you, Lena said. Now they worry you, she teased, and they both laughed out loud. Let's go and take lunch because I'm seriously hungry, Mary said. It is because Kelvin has called Golo. I just hope that this particular baby will be big, Lena teased. Please, don't kill me. My mom used to tell me to be eating okra soup whenever I get pregnant for safe delivery. And I'm praying for the baby to be small so that we don't use too much effort to push. But you, this girl, how do you know that I'm pregnant? She asked, and Lena couldn't stop laughing. I am not a kid now, and I can arrange the month of the pregnancy if you wish. Well done, no, Dr. Lena. I don't even know I am pregnant, Mary said. Madam, spare me those stories, cause that pregnancy was showing effect 2 weeks ago. You, I am waiting for Timothy to score. Wait, let me enjoy my life until we get married, Lena said. Yeah, they worry you. I better stand up, may we go eat Joe, Mary teased, and Lena couldn't stop laughing. She took her bag and followed her. At the restaurant, the waitress happened to be Anita. Oh my God. Anita, you are now working? Lena asked. Yes, I am working to keep myself busy and to stop asking from daddy and mommy at all times, she replied. Wow, I love girls like you, Mary said. Anita looked unusual and it seemed something was wrong with her, but Lena couldn't figure it out because Mary was busy talking. Mary, when last did you speak with Bella? She asked. Her mood changed immediately. It seemed she wasn't expecting Lena to ask such a question. You know Bella is married and I'm also married, so we have little or no time for ourselves, she replied. Not a genuine excuse, Lena said sarcastically. You better eat your food before Pepper go hook you, Mary said. Anita was shy at first seeing Mary and Lena. Alicia brought her to the restaurant where she worked, and luckily for her, she was given a job. She was washing the plate when Alicia came to her that someone wanted to see her. She went to see the person. It was Lena. She was scared because she remembered how she insulted her the other day. Miss Lena, I know you were here because of how I insulted you, but I'm begging you to forgive me, she pleaded. Not at all. I am here because of you, Lena said. Because of me? Yes, because of you. I know you are having a problem. Please don't lie to me. What is the matter? She asked. She took her aback and tears dropped down from Anita's eyes. She wiped her tears and then hugged her. It's okay. I understand and I'm sorry for reminding you whatever it is. But I want to know what the problem is. Anita narrated everything to her and how her father sent her away. Oh my God. You would have told your sister or Mary, Lena said. She narrated her sister's part and what she had observed with Mary. It seems Mary and Bella are not getting along with each other. My dear, this is an inward situation, but I have a suggestion for you, Lena said. Wow, please tell me about it. Come and stay with me since I'm living alone. I promise to take good care of you and your baby, she blurted out. Lena, are you for real or are you kidding me? Anita asked, still in surprise. Sure, I am serious. She hugged her. Alicia has been complaining indirectly, but now she had got somewhere to stay. Anytime you feel like walking, you will go to my boutique and watch my workers, she said. Anita was over happy because Lena is a very rich lady that is capable of doing what she said. Life with her will be more comfortable than her parents, but not complete without them. I will come and pick you when I close from work. Though you have made mistakes, but you have to take good care of yourself and the baby, she said. Thank you very much for your understanding. I wish my dad knew about this. It would have been better. Don't worry about your parents for now. All you need to do is for us to focus and make sure the baby comes out safely, Lena said. Anita gave her a warm hug in appreciation. She told Alicia about it. She frowned instead and warned her to be careful. It's not that I'm against you living with me, oh. It's just that I don't have sufficient funds to take care of you. Don't worry. Lena is kind in nature and I believe all will be fine with her, Anita assured her. She had never walked before. That was her first time and she didn't find it easy. From her shoulder down to her waist were paining her seriously. They waited for Lena to come because she told them to wait for her. She came at about 8 minutes past 7 with her car. She took them to Alicia's house where Anita packed all her belongings and left with Lena. Lena's house looked like that of family, but she lived there alone. My dear, go and take your bath. You have suffered a lot in that restaurant, I guess, she said as if she was reading Anita's thoughts. She showed her a room which has a bathroom in it. Please feel at home. I am just like your big sister. You can confide in me and always ask for my help when you need me, she said. Anita thanked her before going to the bedroom where she went to clean up. After dressing up, Lena called her for dinner. She was surprised. She had never had it in mind that Lena was such a nice person. I'm not always at home, so it's better I get you a maid. She will do the house chores and keep you company, she said. No, Miss Lena. You have done enough for me. I will do the rest myself, Anita said. I still insist because time will come when you will not wish to leave your bed. It is better to have a maid, Lena said. Anita couldn't help but cry for her kind attitude towards her. Mary, on her part, was turning on the bed restlessly, remembering all that Lena had told her. I don't know what to tell my husband. We only consummated our marriage just a month ago. He will not believe me if I tell him I'm pregnant. All my plans are changing with the way things are going. She stood up to look at herself from the full standing mirror. Her tummy looked so flat as ever. Lena must be a witch, she thought within herself. The house was damn lively, even though Anita was the only one at home. She played game and watched movie. Lena had everything one would be needing in the house. She went to the swimming pool. The thought of donut came into her mind. She cried and ran into her room, picked up her pen and then wrote, Donut, I know you will be somewhere marrying with your new catch. I just hope you get to know you left me with something. And the worst of it all is that you sold your house to someone just to avoid me. I hate you, she wrote down on her diary, shouting, I hate you, and punching the diary with her pen. She fixed her gaze at the ceiling as she allowed the tears to flow freely on her face. If only life could be previewed, I would have slapped Donald the first day I met him. She brought down her head down and washed her stomach. So in 5 months' time, you'll be as big as Calabash, right? She asked the quiet stomach. I wonder what my pastor and friends will say if they get to know from my parents. Oh my God. She slapped her head several times and then asked, Anita, what is wrong with you? The deed has been done already. Soon she heard the doorbell. She quickly wiped her tears, went to the bathroom and washed her face. She used a soft towel to clean it and cream her face immediately. She didn't want Lena to know she was crying because it would make her feel bad. She ran to the door. Lena came in with a girl of about Anita's age who stood behind her holding a bag. Sweetheart, so you have been sleeping, she said in a cool voice. Yes, you are so quick today. What happened? Nothing, my dear. I am only trying to advise someone. Here's the girl I brought. Do you like her? She asked. Anita, who are you to say no? Anita thought within herself. Yes, I love her, she replied. Her name is Deborah, but Debbie sounds better, Lena suggested. Debbie, come, let me show you our room, Anita said, pulling her hands. She feels lonely sleeping alone. She wanted someone that will always be with her so that she will not have time to think about Donald. No, she is your maid and somehow your friend. I have a room for her, Lena said. Giving her a room will do no good, so I prefer her to stay with me. If you say so, then you can go with her. Your happiness is my priority, she said. Anita pecked her before leaving. She told Debbie so many things she knows about the house and showed her around. While they were at the living room, she heard Lena lying to someone on phone that she was ill. Her voice was somehow, and she knew immediately that she was faking it because she looks perfect. Debbie left for the kitchen where she stood waiting for Lena to end the call. Miss Lena, you just lied to someone, she said. I really needed to lie. Imagine my man told me he wants to introduce me to his friend, and his friend happens to be my ex. How do you expect me to go with him, she asked. Now that you have lied to him, when you get well from your fake sickness, what excuse will you give him? Or will the fake sickness continue forever? Anita asked. Anita, forget about that one. I have more excuses for him. But Miss Lena, let me ask you, did you wrong your ex? Or did you do anything that gave you a bad record? Never. He hurt me instead by bringing another lady from his trip. Hey, that is why you need to go and see him so that he will know you are doing just fine, that your world did not crumble when he left you. Go there and shake him freely. Let his conscience judge him, Anita suggested. Lena laughed out loud. Anita, who gave you this idea? She asked. It's good though. I don't like when you lie about your health. Promise me you will go. And please, don't forget to apply makeup. Lena is a good makeup artist with the best boutique, but she hardly applies makeup on her face and dresses like an old woman. Just that she changed of recent, and Anita wondered how the magic happened. If that's what you want, then I will go, Lena said, and Anita smiled. Now you are talking. Let me go and take some nap, she said. Nap? After all the sleep, she questioned. Anita hadn't slept, but she couldn't tell her. Sweetheart! 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 Mary shouted, running towards the bedroom. What happened? Kevin asked confusedly. Guess what? Mary asked, still faking the happiness. You know I am not good at guessing, he said. Just guess for my sake. Just guess. You have been promoted? No, not at all. Guess something better. I can't guess, he said, opening his palms wide. The doctor confirmed I am 1 month pregnant, she said. Wow, that's a good news. But Dr. Jonah has not called to congratulate me. Dr. Jonah was the family doctor, and going to his hospital will expose her, so Mary had to lie. No, I went to another doctor who my friends recommended as the best, she said. But why? Jonah is still very cool because he studied outside. Sweetheart, just let me follow my choice. It's okay. It's just fine as long as my beautiful wife and the baby are okay, Kevin said, kissing her forehead. So where is the test result? He asked. Mary had to follow him carefully because he has been acting like the devil. Oh my God. I forgot it at the hospital due to overhappiness. But I know we're safe, she lied again. Alright. You know you need to work less and rest more now, right? No, sweetheart. I don't want to be lazy. After all, the nurse told me exercise is good for me, she said. Wow. That hospital must be great. You have to start lecture on pregnancy so soon? He asked. Yes, that's why I accepted to go there. You need to see how they are treating me like an egg. Later, I will start going for antenatal care. Wow, that's really awesome. I can't wait to be called a father, he said happily. Mary excused herself to the bathroom feeling guilty. The pregnancy was confirmed 3 months, of which she knew it from the incident that happened, but she couldn't withstand the shame. Kevin was overexcited when his wife told him that she was pregnant. He began to plan on how he will go to Baby's World in boutique to buy things for their baby. His phone rang. He picked the phone to check the caller's ID. It was Bella. It's been long he heard from her. Neither Mary or David had spoken about her to him. Hello, Bella. It's been a while, he said. Yes. How is everything over there, she said. So cool. And yours? Pretty bad. I need your help, Bella said. Really? Speak out. I am listening. Please talk to my husband. He has been abstaining from me ever since that incident occurred. He hasn't come close to me, talk more of touching me, she said. Are you serious? Kevin was still speaking when she hung the call. Oh, you are now reporting me to your God, right? She heard David's deep voice saying, and that was why she quickly hung the call to face him. David, I am tired of all this. I am your wife, for goodness sake. Who told you you are my wife? You are a housewarmer, he said. I am not a housewarmer. I am your wife and full housewife, Bella replied. I have never laid my hands on a woman. So don't make me do that because you will hate yourself. If I don't touch you, don't you know the road to the person who loosened you up? All you do is to sit comfortably in my house, move from here to here, chon chon chon, and spend my money as it pleases you. Bella got angry. I am a graduate. You told me to stop working because you have made enough money. So why are you complaining? She fired back. If you are wise or ready to work, you would have convinced me. But it was pleasant to you so that you will remain in my house calling your stupid maid friends, he said. Well, I am far better than some foolish men who have skeletons in their cupboard. Yet, they can't forgive others for little sins they commit, she said. She remembered what Donald had told him the other day. She stayed in an hidden place eavesdropping, though he didn't mention what David did, but she knew it was something terrible. His face turned furious and his eyes were red. And who are the foolish men you are talking about? He asked angrily. Bella ignored him, folding her hands, turning towards the large wedding photo. Will you speak before I kill you? He said, holding her neck so hard. Bella found it so hard to speak as she coughed hard until he released her. She heard his caller crying and shouted, David, you must buy me today. David, complete what you have started, oh. Hey, African Tales by Kamma Tribe, how are you all doing? Tell me, are you enjoying this series? If yes, let me read your positive comments in the comment section. Please like the story if you have not. Please, I need you to give the story a thumbs up. It will go a long way. I mean, it's a new year. Don't be stingy with it. Thank you. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit on that subscription button. And if you love what Kamma is doing and you want to be a blessing to me, kindly use the link on my bio or the link on the description of this video to buy me coffee. You can as well buy me a super thanks. Until I bring the next episode of this series your way, it is a goodbye from here, and God bless you.